Well, hello and welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. Regina Clark here in Colorado Springs, and I'm pretty excited today. I have some great things that I want to share with you. And again, it's just part of my everyday life and journey, and I'm just putting it out there. If there's something that resonates with you that you can grab hold of, that's fabulous. So, as I was doing my gratitude practice today, and I was thinking about what I wanted to share or what was up for me. And I remembered a book that I have called Five. And this book says, "Where will you be 5 years from today?" And so then I started thinking about all the things I'm doing and processing, thinking about my wall, which I don't know if you noticed, but it probably changes week to week, of what's on it, what I'm adding to it. At some point, I imagine I'll keep refining and I'll probably have to take things away to put new things up. And it's all good. It works. And so it's about dreaming, it's about having a vision. And so that when I thought about this book, I thought, wow, I haven't picked that up in quite some time. And actually, I have a vision board, this one right here that I found and I put on my wall because I loved what it said. And actually, my in the center of it, you come up with like this vision statement or mission statement, or I don't remember how they called it, but mine said, "My delight comes from being the most kick-ass, supportive, impactful version of me possible while helping others discover their own value and worth." And that I feel like, boy, I must have put some thought into that because it feels so true. That's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly who I want to be. So I have a dream. And I thought, well, that's okay. What are the nuances, right? Because I thought of several words. I thought of the word vision. I thought of the word dream, goal, purpose, intention. So I'm going to read you some definitions because it may give you more clarity of how to talk about what stage you're in or what it is that you want to do. So, a vision is something that you think about in planning for the future with imagination and wisdom. And I love this. We keep hearing, we know this is what makes us uniquely unique as humans is our ability to think and to imagine, to visualize, to have pictures in our mind. So that's a beautiful definition to have a vision, a plan for your future. Okay, a dream. A dream is a cherished aspiration, an ambition, or an ideal. So maybe it doesn't feel super different, but it is an aspiration. It's cherished. It's important to you. It's a dream of yours. It really touches your heart. It's not just a vision for who you want to become, but to me, it makes me think of who I already am and how I want to bring that dream into the world. And then a goal is the object of the ambition, right? So if you have a dream, then what's the goal that you're going to set about to accomplish the dream? The purpose is simply the reason that something's done. What is my purpose? What do I feel I'm here to contribute? Because we're all contributing something. We all have our sphere of influence. So it's like scripturally, it talks about the seed that's sown on good ground, and it also talks about being a 30-fold, a 60-fold, or a 100-fold person. And so the idea or the point isn't that you need to be a 100-fold if you're a 30-fold person, as far as maybe you're not going to reach billions of, well, it all depends on how you look at it, because you may have a smaller circle, but then the ripple effects can impact thousands, millions, right? It can move out from there. But the point is to reach your full potential, whether you're a 30-fold, be 100% in the 30-fold, or the 60 or the 100. So those are some of the things that you can think about. And here's the statement that actually I intended to start with. And what came to mind is that saying has been on my mind that pain pushes until the vision pulls. And I think that's pretty brilliant. Pain pushes. So the discomfort, you're not happy with where you're at. Things aren't going the way you want. Life doesn't look the way you thought it would. It's painful. It bothers you. And it's pushing you to want to do something different. But hopefully, maybe you haven't had a ton of pain in your life, honestly. But maybe it's the vision now that we can switch hats from pain and suffering to a vision and reaching and expanding and pulling me forward. And that's definitely the place that I want to operate from, is that my vision, that my dream is pulling me. It's why I'm inspired to do things like this, to do the angel book workshops that I started. You don't have to be an angel fan. The point is to get it in front of you, to make a place that you can go to, a place that you can remember, that you're supported, that you live in a friendly universe, that you can ask for what you want, that you can dream big, that you can pray for the people you love in one compact, adaptable place. So I love that. I still love that. Mine are sitting over here on my little table. I have two of them that I use, that I look at, along with my wall and other things that I read. It's a continual, ongoing process. And so back to this book five, I don't want to, I, I want to spend too much time here. Okay. So I'm going to just hit some highlights, and I just want to tell you, and I think you'll get the idea that this is a beautiful book. It reminds me of the tabletop book that Brene Brown I told you about recently about the heart, um, because it has quotes and one-liners and pictures and stories, and it's an easy read. It's a great gift for a young person, a teenager. I know I gave it to uh, one of my kids, my son, I don't know, at least a couple of years ago, probably for his birthday. Okay, so I'm just going to hit some things that are in the book quickly. Live your life on purpose. And then we have a quote, Dr. Seuss, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. It's up to you. Where are you going? Where are you headed? The best day of your life is the day on which you decide that your life is your own. It's not about somebody else. It's not about what somebody else thinks. It's not about all the problems and the excuses and the victim mentality. Being divine. We read that recently from Dr. Joe Dispenza. There is this intelligence that's giving us life, but to participate with it, to be in relationship with it, we have to be divine. Okay, if you don't have a dream, how can you have a dream come true? Hmm. Goal is a dream set to paper. Don't just think it, ink it. If you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every single time. It makes me think of the thing they say, if you shoot for the moon, aim for the moon, and you miss, at least you'll land up among the stars. Hello, we got to try to do something, and maybe it's not going to be the moon, but it's still going to be pretty magnificent and pretty beautiful. Okay, most people don't aim too high and miss. They aim too low and hit. So dream big. Dream big. Why not? It's okay. You have permission to dream big, even if you don't know how it's going to happen, what's going to get you there. It starts with a thought, it starts with an image. You start working it, right? Until it becomes more and more real to you, and it becomes more and more of a possibility in your life. If you can think it, And you can believe it, you can achieve it. What will you do with your talents? Talent is God's gift to you. What you do with it is your gift back. Trust your crazy ideas. Just trust your crazy ideas. Trust them. It's okay. Don't go through life, grow through life. What can you do? Do something new. Do something for the first time. When's the last time you did that? Take an action, right? Okay, so here we go. I have been thinking about hiking. So I read this book. As a matter of fact, it's sitting right here. You know how I am. Walking Home, Sonia Choquette, She Walks the Camino. Okay, crazy experience, fabulous book, her real story. And so as I'm reading that, I'm thinking, oh man, it looks like such an amazing thing to do. And then right here in Colorado, we have the Colorado Trail. And I thought, well, I'll never be able to do that. And I don't know. I just, all these things, right? Planning and the equipment and not knowing what I'm doing and the altitude, all these things. So I thought, well, what can I do? So I actually called a friend who has hiked the Colorado Trail. I said, hey, and now for her, it's been 10 years, but I said, what do you think if we just if we start committing to walking, and then maybe if we hike once a week. By the way, we had our first hike on Sunday. It was only an hour, but it's a start, and the weather's a little weird here, so you have to be committed to the process. And so she has all the equipment. I just have to get a pair of boots, and she's got the backpack, she's got the stuff. So I have a plan, and it's just coming out of nowhere, and it's like, wow, we're just going to do an overnighter just so I can have the experience. Maybe it'll grow, maybe it won't, of what it's like. I haven't carried a pack and done that since this leadership, education, adventure, and direction called LEAD, a program I did when I was probably 20, 22 in New Mexico, did hiking, backpacking, rappelling, rock climbing, camping, all the things. But that's a long time ago. And so I'm just super excited, right? But it was just a thought. And then I thought of her. And then I made a call. And then we've gone on a hike. So I'll let you know how it all goes. You are the hero of your own story. Be the answer to someone else's prayers. And then a great one, how do you want to be remembered? It's something to think about. And what action are you going to take so that you can be remembered that way? Lastly, you will never have more time than you do right now. So just take that one off the table. Time is not an excuse, and you can do whatever it is you choose to do. But it starts with a dream. It starts with a vision. It starts with an image. It starts with putting these things in motion. And I so encourage you to do this and to get this book. If you like this, this is a precious book to get you started with stories, quotes, one-liners. There's processes you can do in it. So until next time, follow your dreams. Make your life what you want it to be. You are the one in control. And remember, like Dr. Seuss says, right? You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what to do. You know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where you go. I'll see you next week on Wake Up Wednesday.